It's another weekday, it's another huge game. You've got to love these big Wednesday night matches. And no, I'm not talking about the Champions League, I'm talking about the Cinch Premiership. And it's going to be Hibs at Easter Road hosting Rangers in the Scottish Premiership on the 8th of March 2023. And we go into this game with both teams in a really good run of form. I was going to say both sets of fans, both sets of teams are feeling positive, but I don't think that is the case. Hibs, are looking good. Hibs are happy with their recent form, but Rangers, on the other hand, even though Michael Bailey's came in, he has matched Ange Postecoglou's points tally since becoming Rangers manager. He did lose the Scottish League Cup, and then there's been other things. A lot of Rangers fans not happy with the board, not happy with the signings after winning title 55, and all that stuff is fair, but I feel like both teams are coming into this game, and this is a big game for both sides, and arguably both sides need to win this match. Now, obviously, I feel like 3 points is more important for Rangers than it is for Hibs. Let's be honest, right? Hibs are trying to catch Hearts, but even if Hibs lose this game, there's still a good chance. Hibs, nothing really changes for Hibs. You still think Hibs could have an opportunity of catching Hearts. But if Rangers lose this game, and if Celtic go on and win their match against Hearts, then the gap opens up to 12 points. And honestly, man, can Rangers overturn a 12-point gap? I don't think so. I don't think they can overturn a 9-point gap. I don't think they can close the gap, period. So, they cannot afford it to get any bigger. That is for sure. So both teams will want to win this game. And I think both teams will probably come in thinking they can win this game. Because Hibs, let's be real, they normally give Rangers a good match. And at the moment, their form has improved a lot. And I feel like they're playing with a little bit extra, after the unfortunate death of Ron Gordon. That seems to have motivated players even more, and they've been playing even better over their last couple of games. But the big question is, can they keep that up when they take on Rangers? Now, Hibs' form in the Scottish Premiership, their last 6 games, they're unbeaten. So it's good signs. They've picked up 14 points out of a possible 18 with 4 wins and 2 draws. That's great. For Hibernian, that is great. And it's no surprise that they've went from the bottom half of the table up to 4th spot and they're closing down Hearts. With that sort of form, that is going to get you moving in the right direction in Scottish football. But we look at Rangers' form and they have 6 wins out of 6. Like I said, Michael Beale's only dropped 2 points since he came in, and it was in that old firm draw against Celtic. So like I said, the form from both sides, absolutely massive. Now, in terms of injuries, we all know Rangers' injury history this season has been diabolical, but Hibs are also struggling with injuries at the moment. Aidan McGeady last week was ruled out for the entire season, hamstring injury. Martin Boyle, he was ruled out, I believe, about 6 weeks ago. It's been a while since Martin Boyle played, but he will not feature until the start of next season. We've got Kevin Nisbet, who again is dealing with injuries. He will not be available to start this game either. So, that is 3 key players for Hibernian. If they were fit, they would definitely, I feel, be starting this match against Rangers. However, they are not fit, and Hibs are going to have to make the best of what they've got. Also, Rocky Bashuri is missing for Hibs. However, that might actually be a good thing, because Rocky Bashuri, let's just go with his namesake, okay? He is pretty rocky at the back of the defence. Now, looking at Rangers, got some good news. Malik Tillman injured, Alex Lowry injured, Kamar Roof injured. These are all injuries that were picked up over the past week or two. However, centre-back John Souttar could be starting this game. He made his first appearance since July when he played a minute against Kilmarnock. He came on from the bench. Thankfully, he didn't break a leg or anything like that. So yeah, John Souttar came on, made his return to Rangers, and maybe he could make his starting return. Maybe he could feature from the beginning in this game. Do I think it will happen? You know what? It probably won't. But I would be all for John Souttar coming into the team. I do believe when he's fit, I think he is Rangers' best centre-back at the club. I know that's controversial. I know people will say it's Goldson, but in my opinion, it is John Souttar. Now, if we look at some potential starting lineups, I think for Hibs, based on who's available, based on who is fit, I think the possible starting 11 could be Marshall in nets, Caden, Fish, Hanlon and Cabraja. In the defence, Egan Riley, Diego, Henderson, Campbell, Ewan and Hope up front. Is it Hope or is it Hoop? It doesn't really matter anyway. They brought him in, and you know what? He's actually done alright, man. So, yeah, fair play to him. But let's be honest, Hibs' attacking options, they do look light. You know, when you take out Boyle, you take out McGeady, and you take out Kevin Nisbet, man, it is, you know, it's not a fearful Hibs side, but at the same time, they've been picking up wins quite a lot recently. So who knows? As for Rangers, big question could be, who's going to start up front? Will it be Kolak? Will it be Morelos? Well, I don't know. I mean, I think Morelos is the better player. A lot of Rangers fans, I think, are annoyed with Morelos. They've had it with Morelos. They've seen enough of Morelos. Does Kolak work harder than Morelos? I mean, maybe, but I just don't think he's as good as Morelos. It's as simple as that. I mean, I just think Morelos is a better player. Do you go with a better player, or do you go with the guy that was banging in goals for fun at the start of the season? We do not know, but what we can predict Rangers to line up is probably going to be McGregor. He's been starting recently. He appears to be the number one again. I think McLaughlin, his chances are done, and Robbie McCrory is still out injured. So yeah, McGregor will probably start. We've got Tavernier, Goldson, Davis and Barisic. That'll be the back four. You've got Ridvan Yilmaz is still out. You've got Felipe Helander is still out. I'd like to see John Souttar make a start, but I just don't see the Rangers centre-back partnership of Goldson and Davis being changed. Moving into the midfield, I think it should be Jack, Raskin and Cantwell. And I think Raskin and Cantwell will start. I mean, a lot of the Rangers fans have been demanding that they start. They brought them in January. Honestly, if those two players aren't an upgrade on what they've got, then what was the hell of bringing them in? Plus, I do believe Jack in the middle of the field. For me, Jack's much better than Kamara and Lundstrom. So I would go with Jack, Raskin and Cantwell. And then the front three, I mean, Kent picks himself on the left-hand side. On the right, you probably got to go with Fashion Sakala for the simple fact is pretty much everybody else is injured. Hadji still isn't ready to come back. And like we said, Tillman's out. And, I mean, pretty much the entire Rangers team is out. So it's going to be Sakala, you feel, on the right-hand side. And the big question is, who will be up front? Will it be Cholak? Will it be Morelos? I've got a feeling it is going to be Cholak. But if it's Morelos, then I wouldn't complain either. Well, I don't really care who he plays, to be honest, but whatever. As for the prediction, Hibs, like I said, have been playing well recently. They've went on a lengthy unbeaten run. Rangers, of course, came in. Michael Beale's only dropped one match in the league, and that was the draw against Celtic. Speaking of draw, I've got a funny feeling that's what we might see here when Hibs take on Rangers at Easter Road. I am going to go with Hibernian 2, Rangers 2. That is my prediction, guys. Hibs 2, Rangers 2. Let us know your thoughts down below in the comments. But I can see this one being a draw. I mean, if Hibs nicked it, or if Rangers nicked it, I wouldn't be surprised. Either way, I think it'll be close. I don't think either team will blow the other one away. And we'll just have to wait and see, guys, how it turns out. But like I said, massive game for both teams. And then we've got another massive game in the other massive city in the country when it's Celtic taking on Hearts. So yeah, some big games on this Wednesday night. And I am looking forward to seeing them. But anyway, guys, that's it. Catch you in the next one. Leave your thoughts. Let me know who you think will come out victorious tomorrow. And I will see you in the review. But until then, until next time, peace.